Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, I did not switch on the mic. I hope I'm audible. Yes, I can see I'm audible now. I'll repeat everything. Do not worry. It's all right. Yes, I am sure I'm audible now. Relax. No idea, no audio issues, no audio issues. I forgot to switch on. Audible now, perfect. Okay, so what I was saying, okay, I'll just repeat what I said was I hope the during last class we had the SBI result, and I hope it has brought good news to many of you. All those who narrowly missed out, time to introspect, just practice well before your next exam. Those of you who have missed by margin, please start preparing. You have enough time left for your IBPS, and go hard at that exam. So that is what I said. Nothing academic, you really not miss anything. What I will do here is I will review all those questions, because I am very sure you did not even listen to what I was saying once you knew your results were out, and I can understand even I would not have done so. So, but today I don't think we have any excuse, and I think whatever 100 of you are there are serious, and you are all selected for your mains. That is my assumption. Let me just start with it. I will again, as I said in my last session, I am not covering everything. What I am giving you a way to prepare your GS. I'll give you some tips and tricks. Whatever interesting news I found in the month of March and April, I have collated them. I found them interesting. Maybe I am not sure about how examiners would see these questions, but this is how we should prepare. When you look at a question, how deep you should dig. When you are preparing for SBI, how much? Okay, of course we are not preparing for UPSC. That requires altogether different level of digging. But even the basic digging we should do. We should know in and around how we should choose news that we are supposed to read. So that is how I started the last one. Okay, so let me just move out of here. Okay, I talked about, I'll just review all the questions which I had already discussed. Latest country to join WTO was Afghanistan. Okay, and I gave you some facts about Liberia, where okay, so you can see 29 July, 14 July, it was very close. Russia joined in 2012, and of course Saudi Arabia, I think, had joined in Saudi Arabia in 2005. So all these members are given WTO member observer status, and within 5 years they have to apply for the full membership. Okay, so that is the way WTO functions. We talked about IMF sentence for embezzlement. Now, if your mnemonic would have worked, what was it? It was something to do with road rigging, and what did he rig? It was the rates, right? So it was Rodrigo Rato. I'll just quickly take you through that. Yes. Okay, let me just quickly move to the capital of UAE. I think Abu Dhabi. We had discussed why this is important. We all know it was important because the Crown Prince visited, and his name was Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And I gave you a mnemonic, a short mnemonic also for Mohammed, of course, a very popular name for all the Muslims because of the his importance. He is the messenger of God. And Al Nahyan, right? So bin Jai I Nahai, that is what I had given it to you. Okay, perfect. So why this is in news? Because in month of March, Mohammed bin Jai Al Nahyan, he came to India. Okay, then let me just move forward. Okay, there is an interesting fact, small trivia I can give it to you. Population of almost 9.2 million. The native population is only 1.4, and 7.8 million are kind of serving them. So this is mostly India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Pakistan constitutes over 50% of this population. So this is their nationals, and these are the immigrants. Very interesting. You will hardly see this skewed ratio anywhere. Okay, we talked about FATA, which was federally administered tribal area. Why it was in news? Because Pakistan Parliament has passed a law wherein now they want to kind of include them in the law making process. They will have one of the representative. Otherwise, this was a tribal area. We all know it is always in news because of the Haqqani network and all other terrorist organizations. Okay, so that is what FATA was about. Okay, now I told you about the draconian law. If one member of the tribe commits a crime, entire tribe gets punished. So FATA was in news for that. Now World Water Day, 22nd March. I also told you there was a very interesting, slogan. They have a theme basically, which was why waste water. I told you it was an interesting, word play. Wastewater. Why wastewater? Why are you misusing? And why wastewater? Why we should recycle. So it was both. Before that, I think it was water and jobs in 2016 and water and sustainable development in 2015. So these were the theme. Water Day, interesting. It can be one of your question. Okay, Park gayi hu, and she is still in Park. This is South Korean president who was kicked out of office because she made the corporates pay bribe to, or say pay to an NGO which was her friend basically, and to get some political favor. I think even the Samsung chief CEO is also in problem. Okay, so that was it. Then I talked about Dilma Rousseff, Brazil. I talked about Nixon. I talked about Bill Clinton. I think I talked about, I was talking about Bill Clinton, but I mentioned Bill Gates. And then I told you to check the Bill Clinton scandal of Monica Lewinsky and the date of US declaring war on Afghanistan, and you can read between the lines why that was done. Okay. Okay, I'll not tell now. I'll tell after your mains exam. I wanted to say something. Leave it. Okay, Hindu marriage bill. Of course, it is not passed in India. It was passed in Pakistan Parliament. Very interesting. Now, like Nikah Nama, they will have something called Shadi Parat. I think I told you. This will be very simple. In front of witness, the marriage will be, the ceremony will be held. Then this was Treaty of Rome, March 25, 1957. Why is this important? Because this is the genesis for EU. 60 years back in Capitol Hill, I think that is how Capitolin Hill, where it was signed in Italy. Okay, that is where these are all the questions. Whatever I am writing, I am also saying, okay, I'll try to write it neatly. Don't worry. Okay, this is Capitolin Hill. This is where it was signed, the Treaty of Rome. This is how EU came into existence. Basically, the starting point. A few of the members got together and they thought that unity will help them conserve or keep their sovereignty. Okay. Now China's first overseas base. This was very interesting. I told you that is at DJIBOUITID. Silent is called Djibouti. The capital of this is again Djibouti. It's a small country, but it has a long I think coastline is there. Interesting from this, there is a country called Ethiopia. I think you should know. This is, I think, one of the most populous country which is landlocked. And what happened was, if you read the history of Ethiopia, two countries, Djibouti on one side and Eritrea on the other, they do not have very friendly relationship with Eritrea. So they do not have a port. They generally go to Djibouti. Eritrea entire part, it's kind of forbidden. So this is a very big country. I think one of the most populous country which happens to be landlocked. Kazakhstan is the biggest country in terms of land area which is landlocked. So you should remember that. Okay, now China has given a logic of fighting piracy because it's near Somalia. That is where your Djibouti is. So they want to say they want to keep a naval presence so that they can fight off piracy. But it is very close to, I told you, the base of US, and they might if in future if China and US clash, they will also have some strategic advantage. I think that was the reason behind this. So this question I think already I have discussed. Last costliest currency. This is what I had discussed when I think decided we will leave, and it was Kuwait dinar. I hope this is clear, which is currently almost 210 rupees for a 1 Kuwait dinar. Second I think is Bahrain dinar. Just check. Okay. Now the best city to live in India consecutively for the third year. Can you give it to me? Yes, Hyderabad is the answer, not Bangalore. Please note that, though in say world over it has slipped in its rank, but in India it continues to be number one. I think it has slipped down 5 places from 134 to 139. Just check that. Okay, very good. Okay, that's the cleanest. I think someone is mentioning Indore, that is the cleanest, best city to live in India. I think this is an international survey. All over world, I think it has slipped down, but yes, in India it continues to be number one, and it's for third straight year. Okay. Second, okay, World Conference on Environment. I think it was where it was held. Quickly tell me. Yes, from 134 to 139, if I remember correctly. World Vienna, yes, I think that is and number one country is Austria. Okay, I think someone has already cleanest railway station Vizag. Yeah, that is how you prepare. Basically, when you see a question like that, all the question lying in its around its periphery, you should just do it. Okay, so this was New Delhi. I have got few correct answers, and it was overseen by, I think, the Green Tribunal, and all your chief justices and all the high court judges were present here. Okay, then your next question. This is interesting. Let's see who can quickly answer this. Vijay Hazare Trophy 2017. Quickly tell me. Environment Minister dies. Okay, very relevant, I guess. Deepak Singh, thanks for the information. Madhav Dev dies. Okay, yes, Tamil Nadu, and I think they defeated West Bengal and won Vijay Hazare Trophy. Okay, let's quickly go to this. March 25 Genocide Day. This is very interesting. I think which country has declared March 25 as Genocide Day? Yes, very good. What is Vijay Hazare Trophy? It's cricket. It's related to cricket. Okay, Bangladesh. Yes, that's the correct answer. March 25 Genocide Day. I think you should know something about Operation Searchlight. You have to know. I think the crackdown began. If you look at Wikipedia, it says from 26 March, but I think it was on the night of 25th. That is why they have declared 25th March as the Genocide Day. They started started killing civilian Pakistani army. Why? Because Awami League won majority, overwhelming majority, which was which the Pakistani army, or say the Pakistan government, really did not like. So they cracked down on the people. They started killing a lot of innocent civilians. That was Operation Searchlight in Bangladesh. You should know about it. This was the crime perpetrated by the Pakistan army. Okay, I hope I am audible. Yes. So let me move to the next one, the Abel Prize. What is this? This is equivalent to, okay, this is very interesting story. I will even, I'll tell this. So let me see who can answer this question first. Operation Searchlight was not against Pakistan. Pakistani army conducted this Operation Searchlight. They started picking civilian and they started killing them. Yes, it happened in 1971, but the election result had come in 1970. The election results had come in 1970, wherein Awami League won, This happened in 1971. I think by December, January, the results were out. And after that, these guys did not really like it. It was 25th of March 1971 when they started. I hope there is no confusion. Okay, yes, I am getting the correct answers. Yves Mayes, right? Now, suppose I want to remember it. How do I? First of all, I'll just tell you the small story. I think this is the Nobel equivalent for mathematics, because Nobel Prize, as you very well know, is not given in the field of mathematics. So it was once in 1902 when the Norwegian, I think there were few people who were inclined in giving this award. When they saw that the Nobel Prize will not be honoring the mathematician, they thought in 1902 that they will do it. Even the king of Norway at that time was really interested in doing it, but somehow I think Norway and Sweden, they separated, and then for almost 100 years this prize was it just did not officially formulate. In 2002, wherein guys again picked it up, and then they started giving your Abel Prize. So that's the history. Just see, poor mathematicians, for almost 100 years they were not recognized with such important prize. There are wild stories about why Nobel Prize is not given. I'm quite sure you must have heard of them. Okay, and now how do I remember this? Okay, so now if I say who won, if I just remember yes, me, yes, if I talk to myself, yes, me, yes, I have won it, I can easily remember. Now in my paper, if I get Yves Mayers, this sounds very close to it, right? And that is the entire trick behind learning general knowledge. You have to go with the sound and try to, it's all about how the new incoming information, okay, you can relate to something which is already there in your mind. That's what learning is. Okay, please try to remember it. Yes, me, yes. If I remember this, yes, me, yes. Who won? Okay, yes, me, yes. I won it, right? So yes, Mayers. That if you are not likely to forget. 12 o'clock in night today, you just get up and try to remember who won the Nobel Prize, and if you remember yes, me, yes, you will know it was Yves Mayes. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, so he is from France, yes. And why did he get? What was the theory? He has given a mathematical theory for wavelets. Okay, happiest country in the world. I think someone had already put this. Any which way use mnemonic, it's very simple. You have to connect it to information which is already there in your mind. I have lot of tricks today. I have all the names, because I was getting lot of messages, सर नाम तो याद ही नहीं रहते, तो मैं आपको 10-15 करके दिखाऊंगा, उसके बाद मेरे को बोलना कैसे नाम याद नहीं रहते। यार हमने कल वो वाला भी किया था ना। अभी भी इफ नाउ आई आस्क हु वाज द क्राउन प्रिंस, एक बार तो आपके दिमाग में आएगा ना, वो बिन जाए आए नहाए, वो एक बार तो दिमाग में रहेगा ना। Okay, so I'll give you some more tricks. Let's see. So yes, me, yes, we have seen. The happiest country, of course, it is Norway. I'm getting a lot of correct answers. Yes. And can someone tell me the rank of Bhutan, which we feel is the happiest country in and around India? What is its rank? Can someone tell me the rank of Bhutan? And okay, again a trick to remember this also. Just imagine, we Indians, we always are fascinated by Bhutan is the happiest country and all that, and someone tells you Norway is the happiest country, and what do you say? No way, it has to be Bhutan. That is what you say. So no way, when you say, it becomes Norway. So for Indians it's very easy to remember, Norway is the happiest country and not Bhutan. Okay. Norway capital Oslo, yes, you should know it. I hope this trick will also work. Happiness, someone says it is anything other than Bhutan, we say no way, it's Norway. Okay, and then your Bhutan ranks, I think 93rd, 97th And India, I think someone has already mentioned, it is 122. Okay, that's where we are. Oslo and krone is the currency. Perfect. Okay, first woman chief executive of Hong Kong. I forgot to write this. Okay, Hong Kong. Who is the first woman chief executive of Hong Kong? So all the names I will try to do something about it today. Let's see if it helps you. Yes, 122 India, Bhutan 97. Okay, first woman chief executive of Hong Kong. The lady is Carrie Lam. Actually, Carrie Lam, and this is how I will try to make the mnemonic. So she is the first lady, and she is carrying the lamp. Okay, so there is a lamp in her hand. She is carrying this lamp. Okay, in her hand. This is for the women. She is now representing the women power. She is carrying the lamp for all the women. Yes, Carrie Lam. That is, we can now remember, in Hong Kong she is the first, so she is carrying the lamp. Okay. Yes. Couldn't recollect. Now I hope you will recollect with this. In Hong Kong she is the first one. If she is a woman, she is carrying the lamp, means she is leading the way. Okay, India's rank in HDI, I told you all the indices we have to remember. So do not leave any. All the indices that are known, 15, 20, whatever it is, you should know. I think someone had already answered. This was 131, I believe. Now the two latest elections in the month of March. This was all March. We are quickly closing. Carrying lamp for the, yes, for what? I told you she is carrying the lamp for the women. She is leading. She is the first woman. Now many other women will also become the chief executives. Okay, Trivendra Rawat. I think this is very simple. Uttarakhand. I think two which you should. I think Jogi, nobody will forget. Manohar Parrikar, nobody will forget. Captain Amrinder Singh, I think for Punjab you will not forget. The two which you can forget is Uttarakhand. You have not heard their name. Trivendra Rawat, and your second one. This is Trivendra. I think it's Trivendra Singh Rawat. Okay, and your second which you can miss is this Manipur, which is Biren Singh. Okay, Triveni Singh Rawat and Biren Singh, these two you should remember. Okay, now let's move to the month of April. Capital of Australia, Prime Minister of Australia, and currency. Why do I ask this? Because Australian Prime Minister visited the country. It's as simple as that. All the visits in last 3-4 months, you should know about their country, capital, Prime Minister, currency. It is good to know. Okay, so please remember, I think many of you will say there are, because we have seen so much cricket, we think it's, Sydney can also be capital of Australia. It is not. Please remember, it is the largest city. So if I just change the question, which is the largest city in Australia, it is Sydney, but the capital is Canberra. Okay, please remember this. Canberra. All your, canned berries come from Australia. Just remember something like that. Canberra. Okay, Prime Minister is Malcolm Turnbull. Okay. Okay, so just imagine that he is coming to trade with India and he sees that माल कम है India में for trade and he becomes a bull. Just make any stupid association, it will help. Now he turned into a bull. You cannot forget, even if you try very hard, you will not forget. It's not dollar, it's Australian dollar. Please remember, dollar and Australian dollar are different. Their values are also different. So you have to, when I am asking the currency of Australia, dollar per se straight, it will always be US dollar. When you have to mention, you have to say Australian dollar. Okay. So he visited India. He came, the Prime Minister came for trade. He met Narendra Modi. Mal kam tha, he turned into a bull. So mal kam turn bull. You will always remember. Now even if you want to forget it, you will not forget it. Okay. Yes, like Mumbai very famous, outside India, Sydney is very famous. Okay, now again, why capital of Bangladesh, Prime Minister and currency? Again, because the Prime Minister visited our country. Please tell the name. I think here it should not have a problem. I think Bangladesh capital Dhaka, we all know, and the currency also I think you should know. It's not rupees, taka. Taka, kitta taka. And the Prime Minister I think is Hasina, Sheikh Hasina. She is the Prime Minister, and Abdul Hamid is the President. Okay. Now if I want to remember, President and their President and Prime Minister like kind of quoting each other. Ab to हामी भर दो. हामी is like saying yes to Hasina. So ab to हामी भर दो Hasina. So Abdul Hami becomes the President, and Sheikh Hasina becomes your Prime Minister. I hope that is also clear. I'm sure you will not find much difficulty in remembering Sheikh Hasina, but I still connected it for you. Ab to हामी भर दो Hasina. So that is Abdul Hamid becomes the President, and Sheikh Hasina becomes your Prime Minister. Okay. So again, we were supposed to know these. Now even the I think the President of Nepal came to India. So again, just know their capital. I think Kathmandu. We all know. Currency is you have to tell me. And their Prime Minister and President, I will again do some trick for you. I hope that will work. Okay. Bindya, I think Bidya or Bindya Devi Bhandari. Okay. So what happens? She calls Narendra Modi. Maybe you just think like that. That Devi का भंडारा है, बहुत बढ़िया देवी का भंडारा है. So she is called. We know that almost 81% of the people there. Okay. Here, so okay, बढ़िया देवी का भंडारा लगा हुआ है. So Narendra Modi is being called by the President there. So Vidya Devi Bhandari is the President there. So you will always remember why Devi ka Bhandara in Nepal, because it's a Hindu majority. Almost 81% of the country is Hindu. So वहाँ Devi ka Bhandara makes sense. Your Pushpa Kumar Dhamal, Pushpa Kumar, Pushpa Kamal. Sorry, Pushpa not Kumal. Is Pushpa Kamal Dahal. Pushpa Kamal Dahal. So in Devi ka Bhandara में बहुत सारे कमल के फूल भी हैं. So that sets your President and Prime Minister for there. Okay. So देवी का बढ़िया भंडारा था, and then वहाँ पर कमल के फूल थे. So Pushp Kamal became the Prime Minister, and your बढ़िया देवी or Vidya Devi Bhandari was your President. Rupe, yes. Okay, so let's move to President of Ecuador. Why again this is in news? Because I think even Wikipedia is not updated. Maybe I think the swearing-in ceremony had not happened, but you will still see Rafael Correa. Okay. Rafael Correa is the president, but I think his second term is over. I think it's just like Barack Obama and Trump, the transition. So now the elected president now is Lenin Moreno. Okay, how do I remember this? सबसे पहले तो राइफल लेके कोरिया को सब उड़ाना ही चाहते हैं, नॉर्थ कोरिया को. सो राफेल कोरिया, इक्वाडोर भी राइफल लेकर के कोरिया को उड़ाना चाहता है. यू कैन रिमेंबर लाइक दैट, बट ही इज एनीवेज आउट गोइंग, शुड नॉट कंफ्यूज. लेनिन मोरिनो, यू गो टू इक्वाडोर एंड यू हैव गैस प्रॉब्लम. सो व्हाट यू से, लेनी है अभी मोर इनो. सो अभी आपको लेनी है ठीक है, मोरिनो, आई डोंट नो टू राइट, मोरिनो, ओके, सो यू विल नेवर फॉरगेट लेनी मोरिनो। सो आपका वहाँ गया, आपको गैस हो गया, आपको और इनो चाहिए, राइट। सो एक प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इक्वाडोर इज दिस, क्विटो इज द कैपिटल, okay. Why it is called Ecuador, I think that also you should know, it lies very near, I think equator passes through it, so that was the reason why it was called Ecuador, okay. It was a it was a Spanish colony. I think they have declared independence from all, I think by 1830 Colombia also was ruling it, so it is independent from 1830, is an independent country. Leni hai Morino, I am quite sure you will not forget this, okay. So let's move. I think this was also a news from say April. Why president of Turkey is in news? He's president for a long time, but in April I think he held a referendum which gave him sweeping powers to kind of do anything and everything there now. Okay, and what is his name? I think you should also know, Tayyip Erdogan. Okay, so now see, as weird a name as this, आई विल ट्राई टू फाइंड सम रिलेशन. सो टेप होता था ना हमारे घर में पहले, हाँ, अभी तो अब नहीं होता, अब तो सब मोबाइल पे ये सुनते हैं. टेप होता था ना, टेप को आप खड़े होकर के बोल रहे हो भाई एक दो गाना सुना दो ना, तो टेप एक दो गान, तैयब एर्दोगान, यू विल नॉट फॉरगेट. आप टेप के आगे खड़े होकर के उसको क्या बोल रहे हो, एक दो गाना सुना दो भाई, टेप को आप बोल रहे हो. सर तैयब एर्दोगान इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ टर्की. सो nobody needs to know what is going in your mind. When someone asks you in an interview who is the president of Turkey, and without a blink of eye, you say that it's Tayyip Erdogan, he will look, but what is going in your mind is आप एक टेप को बोल रहे हो भाई एक दो गाना सुना दो, ओके. रेसेप आप फिर से बोल रहे हो ना, उसको रिपीट करने के लिए भी बोल रहे हो, ओके, इफ यू वांट टू नो हिज फुल नेम इट्स रेसेप, फिर से रिपीट कर रहे हो आप उसको कि यार फिर से एक बार गा दो, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and you will never forget it. Try to forget it and show. Tamil mnemonics, I wish I knew Tamil so well that I only konju teriyo, so I cannot make mnemonics there. I'm really sorry. Okay, so this works. Please trust me, it works. I have used it extensively. Cleared all the I told you about. It's not chest beat thumping and boasting about myself. You just cannot forget it. Okay, you should also know their capital, I think Ankara, and it's not Istanbul. Again, Istanbul is a very famous place in Turkey, but that's not the capital. Ankara is the capital, and Turkish lira is the currency. Okay, and tape को आपने बोल दिया एक दो गाना सुनाने के लिए, अब चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. I hope, yes, it's funny, that is how it will stick in your mind. Even I had a break between after my MBA and the time I was supposed to join my company, which was Olam. I got 2.5 months break, and in between that I had UPSC prelims. So I use all these mnemonics, and I really fared very well. I cleared UPSC prelims also in just with 2 months of preparation. It works, trust me, it works, guys. I can I can assure you, just do it, consciously start. It's no rocket science. All our mind needs a association with something it already knows to an outside information. Okay, that is the entire science behind it. Okay, MD of national. Okay, here also you will laugh. MD of national high speed. Why this is in news? Because that we are going towards the bullet train, and we want to upgrade our infrastructure. We want connecting lot of places, etc. Okay, so MD of National High Speed Rail Corporation. Again, if you know it or not, I do not know, but this is Aanchal Khare. Okay, how I will remember it? Nothing. So the MD, वो क्या हो गया? You will be able to do it. You have to put some conscious effort. That's it. There is enough time left, trust me. You do not have to mug up everything. जितने आपके 3-4 महीने के जो हैं यार, एक दिन लगेगा, trust me. 1 full day आपका एक महीने का पूरा हो जाएगा. आपको बोला भी, ask you to attend to Dev's quiz etc. If you are done seriously, I really cannot. I'm really sorry because I naturally instinctively get all these mnemonics in Hindi. I'm sorry for that. But the idea is, even in say Erdogan, say Tayyip Erdogan, if I can make a Hindi mnemonic, even you can do it. That is the idea that I'm trying to give. This one, this 40 question will not change your life, but using the process that I am mentioning can really help you. Okay. सो एमडी इज आंचल खड़े. तो अब इसमें क्या हो रहा है, लोग बात कर रहे हैं हाई स्पीड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की, और इसका एमडी आके खड़ा हो गया अपना आंचल लेकर के. आंचल इज नथिंग बट अ पीस ऑफ क्लॉथ, राइट. वो आंचल लेकर के खड़ा हो गया, बोलता है इसी पर हम बुलेट ट्रेन दौड़ा देंगे. ठीक है. सो दैट इज आंचल खड़े बिकम्स द एमडी ऑफ हाई स्पीड रेल विच इज बुलेट ट्रेन एक्सेट्रा. नाउ ट्रस्ट मी, यू कैन नॉट फॉरगेट इट. वो अपना आंचल लेके खड़ा. जस्ट इमेजिन उसके आंचल पर से सड़क और पटरी पे तो चलती नहीं है, बट उसके आंचल पर से ही इज इमेजिनिंग दैट the trains will fly. That is how I connect. That is how I do all this. आया और चकचक खड़ा हो गया नहीं, अपने आंचल पर. जस्ट इमेजिन ही इज ट्राइंग टू रन द बुलेट ट्रेन्स ऑन अ पीस ऑफ क्लॉथ. Okay, so let's move to the next. Dada Saheb Phalke Award 2016. Who got it? Okay, Dada Saheb Phalke Award is a very important I think prize. I think you should know it is given on the same day, I think, when national awards are given. Again, it is not given by Manik Chand and all other private body. It's given by the Indian government. You have to understand that. This one, I think, who got was Kasi Nathuni, okay, Vishwanath. Now, Hindi names become a little more difficult to, make mnemonics. English ones, I can, I quickly get something in Hindi. Okay, now Kasi Nathuni Vishwanath. So Nath, if you remember the first one, Kiska Nath or Kasi Nath. If you have to just remember the first one, there are two Naths here, so you will remember Kasi Nath, Kaisa Tha Nath, or anything that comes to your mind. Kasi Nath, Kaisi Thi Nath, okay, and Vishwanath. So both Kasi or imagine Shivji this time at the National Filmfare Award. He is the Kasinath also, he is the Vishwanath also, so one of the names of Lord Shiva there. Okay. Yeah, I think 2016 it was Manoj Kumar. Yes, if someone is mentioning that. He is a very famous, I think, director. I think he has made films in, I think, almost all languages. I think Telugu he has made. He was 1992, I think, Padma Shri awardee or something. A very, very famous guy. Kashi Nathuni Vishwanath, you should know his name. Okay. UN Secretary General, again, I know most of you would know it, but अगर जिनको याद नहीं रहता है नाम, how do I, remember it, right? Antonio. Okay, so I have even Antonio and something Guterres, right? This is how he writes. So कुछ भी नहीं है. Ant है, onion को लेके gutter में चला गया. So ant is taking onion and going into gutter. Antonio Guterres. This guy will kill me if he knows what I have done to his name. But we remember it. Kasi ka Vishwanath, anything. So ant is picked up these ants have picked up small onion pills and they are going into the gutters. Okay, there is a gutter going, so all these ants are picking the onion, small onion, and going into the gutter. Now you will, even if you try very hard, you cannot. Is the Portuguese? Yes, that's correct. So ant, onion leke gutter mein chala gaya, Antonio Guterres. You will never forget it now. That is the kind of mnemonics which helps. It helps. Trust me, it does. Not only here, just imagine the kind of benefit you will have when you walk into that interview room. Ban Ki-moon is long gone now. Okay. चीटी मत याद रखना यहाँ पर, एंट अनियन याद रखना. वो चीटी अनियन गटर याद रखोगे, थोड़ा सा दिक्कत हो जाएगा. ओके. So UN Messenger of Peace, I think this is a very easy and interesting question. Again, I think it's Malala Yousafzai. I think that is her name. Okay. So she is the Messenger of Peace. तो आप कैसे याद रखोगे? मालाला, किसी की हौसला अफजाई करनी है आपको. हौसला अफजाई क्या होती है? किसी को प्रेस करना है. तो मलाला Hausla Afzai, Yusufzai, you will remember. At least in your ABCD, you will never forget. So Mala Laya, the messenger of peace को आपने पहनाया and you remember it forever. Malala Yusufzai. माला लाया और उसकी हौसला अफजाई की, you praised her, Malala Yusufzai. Okay, this is what you have to do. 30 second, 40 second per question. You won't even have to revise going forward. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next one. Goldman Environmental Prize. Again, this is important. This can come. This is Praful Samantara. Okay. So this is okay. I'll just tell you the little story behind what he has done. There is a famous, or no, it became controversial, I should say, not famous, Nyamgiri Hills in Odisha, which lies in Kalahandi and Raigad district of Odisha. Nyamgiri Hills, it's very famous. It can come. Nyamgiri Hills. Why it was in news? Because of what they wanted to do. There is an aluminum mining they wanted to do. And there is a tribe called Dongria, okay, Dongria tribe, okay, which inhabited there around 3,000 or 30,000 Dongria. I do not remember the exact. These people were, these guys, all the government there who wanted to sell the project to these guys for mining. They wanted to move this Dongria tribe. They wanted to, kind of. They were saying they will rehabilitate them, but they wanted to displace them from this Nyamgiri Hill. Now Nyamgiri Hill became famous. It came into controversy. This guy was the main lead. Just like Medha Patekar, she sat down on that dam, right? Even she is the one of the awardee of Goldman Environmental Prize. This guy tried to save or stop the displacement of this Dongaria tribe in the Nyamgiri Hill. That is why he is famous. Now, so what does he want? He is pro full samanta. Samant क्या होता है? Equality. So he is pro full samanta. So he is pro. He wants full equality. Therefore he is pro full samanta, and he wants the equality even for this Dongaria tribe in the Nyamgiri Hills. Okay. Again, you will not forget it. Yes. Yes, I am talking about month of April. So of course, this was in news 1 month ago. Okay, so pro full samanta is pro full equality. That is pro full samantara. Okay, I hope you remember this. Okay, now we move to the national awards. 3. I think you should remember the best film, the best actor, and the best director. I think this is what you should remember. Okay, this is the national award, and who got all these awards? I think the Kasab was the name of the film. Best actor, I am quite sure you all know. I think Akshay Kumar got it for Rustam. Okay, and the best director. Okay, what happened? How I'll connect? ये लोग राजी नहीं थे देने को बेस्ट डायरेक्टर का अवार्ड, बट किसने किया? मैंने किया. ठीक है, मैं जाकर मैं पुश किया, उससे उसको मिला अवार्ड. ठीक है, तो जस्ट इमेजिन कि इसका अवार्ड देने को राजी नहीं थे. ठीक है, बट कौन किया? मैं जाके पुश करा. तो द डायरेक्टर इज राजेश मा पुष्करा. ओके, सो दिस वाज द ओनली डिफिकल्ट नेम which you will remember. Now for Akshay Kumar and Kasab, you can remember that we are anyways in era of nationalism, and patriotic feelings are always on top of our mind. So Kasab, a movie on Kasab was made. Maybe it's not what actually happened. The Kasab you can remember, and who killed Kasab? Our patriot Akshay Kumar. So best film and best actor and best director, he was not राजी. मैं जाके पुश करा और उसको अवार्ड दिलाया बेस्ट डायरेक्टर का. Okay, so for Dangal, yes. Okay, let me move forward to 75th Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Award. Why I have put this? This is very interesting award. For some, yes, Kasab was a Marathi film. Yes. So I'm just trying to have that mnemonic. अब मेरे को पता है नेशनल अवार्ड में क्या हुआ था, कुछ पैट्रियोटिक हुआ था, तो अपना अक्षय कुमार तो आ ही गया, एक्टर हो गया, कसाब को मारा, कसाब वॉज द बेस्ट मूवी, राजी नहीं थे उसको अवार्ड देने को, माँ जाके पुश करा, Rajesh Mapushkara became the director. That is how I remember. I'll never forget it. You know, even after 1 year, if you will ask me, I'll answer it. 75th Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Award. मैं Pushkara Best Director. Yes. Okay. Yes. Someone has already given me the the correct answer. This is funny. I think I was laughing when this happened. You know, Amir Khan is the prize winner. He was, I think, Lata Mangeshkar gave a special invitation because she knew that he has kind of boycotted all the award functions. So he was specially invited by Lata Mangeshkar. He attended and he got the prize. But what is more interesting is who gave him the prize. So it was RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat. We all know what Amir Khan and Snapdeal and all that, intolerance ka dangal and all that happened. So this was very interesting for me that RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat was the one who presented him the 75th Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Award, and for the movie Dangal. Okay, not for the intolerance dangal, but for his movie Dangal. Okay, by Mohan Bhagwat. Yes, that is what made it interesting. Okay, Indian Open Badminton Super Series Championship. Who won it? I am quite sure. You have to tell me for both male and female. Again, we will do something. Yes, Amir Khan was given. Kapil Dev was given in not the award per se. On the same day, he was given for say distinguished sports person of the country. Okay, yes, I am already getting the correct answer, which is PV Sindhu, and very interesting. Who did she defeat? She defeated Carolina Marin. I think that is her name. I am not sure about the spelling, but yes, I will not forget. Carolina Marin. The result was just the opposite in Olympic. We all know she is ranked 3, she is ranked 1. And what happened? You can just imagine she goes to a marine park and she is leaning. Corona, lean. It's written, don't lean. Corona, lean on the wall, and she leans, and there on the marine park, river Sindhu flows and she just washes away. Corona, lean, marine. So you remember, you get all this. Carolina Marin, I think these girls became very famous during Olympic. I don't think you will have much, but if you want a mnemonic, I have just given you Corona, lean. Don't lean on the marine walls because the Sindhu river just came and just took her away with her. Carolina Marin is what it was. Okay, now for men, who won it? Again, this is very interesting and easy to remember. It was Victor. The name Victory itself is there in his name, so I am quite sure you will remember. And Axel Sen. So, and how did he get his victory? So who won Indian Open? Victor. The guy who was the victorious, he won it. So the victor. And how did he win it? By his akal se, Axel Sen. So Victor Axel Sen, if you say in interview, people will get impressed. But what was there behind? It was akal se, Axel Sen. So Victor Axel Sen was the champion. Okay. Now again, he was also ranked 3 coincidentally, and he defeated a Chinese guy. ये तीसरा था, हराया किसको? चौथे को. Chauthi was his name, who he defeated. Okay. So he was ranked 3, just like PV Sindhu, Victor Akal se, and he defeated कौन? Third position guy defeated the Chauthi. Okay. So that was his name, Chauthin or Chauthin, and इसको हराने के बाद इसको चैन आ गया. तो the ranked third guy Chauthin को हराया and चैन आ गया. Chauthin Chan was the guy who he defeated. Victor Akal से Chauthin को हराया और उसको चैन आ गया, and we will always remember this. Okay, so that's Indian Open series for you. I don't think it was Lee Chong Wei, it was Chauthin Chen. Just check it. Yes, Victor excelled, Victorious excelled, and that is where it ends. Perfect. तीसरे ने चौथी को हराया, so Chauthin Chen, you remember. Okay, let me just move to the next World Press Freedom Index. I think we all know it is, India got a decimal rank of I think 136. Lindan, I don't think he is still number one. Just check. I am not sure he is still number one. For a long time he was number one. He is the undisputed best player ever produced in the history of badminton. No doubt about it. हद हो गई, बस यही करना है, मतलब आपको ना हद कर देना है, क्योंकि ये आपके मन में होने वाला. प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. नोबडी विल ओपन योर ब्रेन एंड सी कि आपने क्या बना रखा है अंदर. ओके, ऑल इट रिक्वायर्स इज टू associate the new incoming information with your old information and store it and get your marks. That's it. Move ahead. Okay, very good. Let me just move to the next one. I just gave you some ways to go about it. This 40 question will not change your life. Please, I am reiterating it. These are the questions which I found interesting. My examiners might not find interesting. Okay, and I have given you ways to think about it. Okay, so let's see. Pulitzer Prize is given for what? Okay, let's see. Here I am giving you options also for a change, and this is the last question for the day. And within an hour, I think I have given you some message. Please attend to Dev Shekhawat's quiz on our thread. We are repeating time and again. These guys are doing a wonderful job. I think the new banking awareness quiz, I think one of the friends of Dev has started it. Just look at the effort that girl has put. Kind of in one paper she has summarized everything. If you don't do anything, just look at those topics and just go through those topics at least. They are putting in so much of hard work, guys. Use it to your advantage. Yes, so I am getting all the answers as A, which is wrong. In fact, it's given for all: journalism, drama, music, letter, everything. Pulitzer Prize is for everything. Okay, not none, it's for all. Okay, so please, and these are all writing, not it is song. I think the song composition is what it is given for composition. Okay, yes, it's for all, and it was 101st Pulitzer Prize which was given. You should also know that. Okay, so I think we are kind of done with this. So I hope I have given you a way to go ahead with it. Trust me, one day each. For the month of March, one day for April and one day for May will be sufficient. पूरा दिन आप लगा दो उसमें, उसका जो भी एक मटेरियल, कोई भी एक कंपेंडियम उठाते हो, उसमें जो मैंने आज आपको बोला है वो ट्राई करके देखो. यू विल रिटेन दोज इन्फॉर्मेशन एंड यू विल डू एक्सीडिंगली वेल. ओके, 4 दिन आप लगा सकते हो यार, अभी भी लगा सकते हो. हमारा अभी अब आपके पास आगे चल करके आज कल में जो लगाना है लगा लीजिए. I think day after tomorrow Abhishek sir will be taking class on your essay writing and letter writing. Saturday, Sunday most likely we will inform you. Saturday for sure we will have a class on a descriptive test basically, and from Monday onward most likely we will have extensive workshop on arithmetic part. Okay, so revise all that. Start reading those compendium, guys. We told you just pick one, finish it. ये वाले mnemonics, whatever I have discussed today, try to make, irrespective of आप Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, French, whatever language you are comfortable in, it does not matter. I have just given you, it just does not matter. It's all requires is your little thinking, little effort, and it will stay forever. If it does not stay forever, you might not recall, but ये मैं मान ही नहीं सकता हूँ कि when you look at the option, it will not come back to your mind. So please use it, guys. It helps, and it will help you immensely. I told you this is how I used to get. I never scored less than 40. On a good day. Again, I'm boasting, but I'm telling you this is how I scored. एक बार पूरा कंपेंडियम पूरा एक बार अच्छे से पढ़ लेता था, उसमें जो भी याद करने का होता था उसको बस मार्क करते हुए चला गया, एंड देन उस सबका नेमोनिक्स बना लिया. एक दिन में मेरा 1 महीना खत्म. वन डे आई यूज टू गिव फॉर 1 मंथ, एंड देन आई एम श्योर कि अगर इस कंपेंडियम में इससे जितने भी मैंने पढ़े उससे अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चन आएगा, आई विल अटेंड. व्हाट इज व्हाट विल बी मोस्ट डिसहार्टनिंग कि आपने बहुत सारा टाइम लगाया, सब कुछ किया और अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर पाए क्वेश्चन. दैट विल बी डिसहार्टनिंग. वो नहीं होना चाहिए. कम से कम जो पढ़ के आए वो तो करेंगे. Okay, with that I will just take your leave, guys. Please join Dave's quiz. They are doing wonderfully well. Again, it will help you. Okay, with that I will just move out.